Kristen Severance with the Ohio News Network joins me now from the newsroom. And Chris, I understand that child ended up being injured by fans, which is just unbelievable.
Danita, okay, the boy's mother, here's what she told me. She said that her 8-year-old was called names, had things thrown at him, and was even tackled to the ground by a guy in the parking lot just because he was rooting for the other team. This Cleveland area mom heard her son wanted to go to the Jets-Browns game Sunday. She was a little nervous, especially since her husband, who was born in New York, and their 8-year-old are Jets fans. She thought, sure, fans can get a little crazy, but they won't harass a second grader, right?
The kids are off limits. I know, Clevelanders are such great people. I knew that they would never hurt an 8-year-old kid.
Danielle, who didn't want me to use her family's last name, says things inside the game were great for her husband and son, but outside it got rowdy.
Calling him a bad word to my husband and to my son, throwing food at them.
She says the worst of it was in the Muni lot as they were walking to their car to leave.
A drunken Browns fan tackled him from behind and, basically pulled him out of his dad's hand, and he was on the ground crying.
The little boy's ankle was scraped and bruised. The dad didn't call police, opting to leave instead.
He just wanted to get him out of there.
When Danielle found out what happened to her son, she knew she couldn't drive down here and confront the fans herself. So she channeled all that anger and wrote a letter to the editor of the Plain Dealer.
I just wanted that person to read it and just know that he really ruined a game for a little boy.
And although his injuries were minor, the incident left a lasting impression.
My husband asked him, "Did you have a good time at the game?" And he said yes. He said, "Would you want to go back sometime?" And he said, "No, I don't like the Brown Stadium." And so who could blame him?
And his mother tells me she isn't mad at the Browns organization at all. She says they do their best to promote classy behavior, and it's up to the individual to act that way. Live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Kristen Severance, the Ohio News Network.